on this gold rush.
Hey, Kevin, can you come down below and have a look at the that I'm finding?
Tony Beats makes a dramatic discovery
I'll be down.
on his hunt for gold.
There's something hiding over there. Holy.
Rick Ness hits the jackpot.
People search their whole life for this type of material.
If anybody wants to go home, they can go home.
And Parker Schnabel throws his team into a tailspin.
Go pack my leave right now. I don't give a I'm pissed.
We're pretty near the end of the season right now. I hope the weather hangs in there just for a little bit longer because we could get frozen out any day.
This time last year, Klondike legend Tony Beats was already shut down by the Yukon winter. But after a late start due to the pandemic, he's still over 400 ounces short of his 3,000-ounce season goal. And he's not giving up now.
Right now we're running the uppercut, which is doing pretty good. Mike explains that it's always been reliable. It cranks through a load of gravel, which kind of saves our ass.
Casper, James, keep her going, eh?
He's all running, that's all good. However, we better stay with the program. So right now I'm running around checking up on everybody to make sure things are running the way it's supposed to be. It's like to do quite a bit better than last year. So we still better give it. Holy look at that. That doesn't look right. That looks like a mess if you ask me. That is dirty. We're supposed to put the water back like drinking water. That don't look like drinking water to me. The ponds must not be settling it out anymore. They must be just too full.
The trommel's muddy water runs into ponds to let the silt settle. By law, the sediment must have dropped out of the water before it's discharged into the creek. But the ponds have silted up, and dirty water is now flowing out of the discharge pipe.
We're gonna have to shut it down. That's not gonna fly. Kevin, do you copy? Kevin, do you copy?
Go ahead, Tony, go ahead.
Shut the pump up. The creek is just black. Shut it off, please.
Ready, I'm on my way.
Feeding dirty water into the creek is a violation that could see Tony's operation shut down and hit with a fine of up to $100,000.
Monica, do you copy? Monica, do you copy?
Yes, I do, yes, I do, yes, I do.
Can you shut out the trommel? Can you shut out the trommel, please?
Why, what's happened?
The ponds are full. Yeah, shut them off.
Great, on it.
That's it. We can sluice all until we fix this. Because down on the dike here, guys, get all the trucks off, get them on the dike, get excavators over there, build it up.
To increase the pond's capacity so the silt has space to settle, Tony plans to raise the whole 1.5 miles of dikes by a massive 7 feet. It'll take over 2.3 million cubic feet of dirt, enough to fill the Capitol Rotunda twice over.
So here we go. We got to build up our ponds before we even can think about sluicing again. And if we don't, we will be shut down and then we won't be doing home. That would mean end of season, so that's really not that funny.
What's up? What you need,
Hey,
Vicky?
I'm gonna be backing these trucks in. You know, it is end of the season, damn near anyways, so faster we get this done, the better, because it's just costing nothing but money.
Sounds good. Just give me a holler when you want the D10 to barrel down, and I'll make it happen.
Aces.
If you let dirty water into the stream, you can be shut down for good. So, dike building it is.
Gotta build them up, build them up, build them up, build them up. We now have pretty much everybody on the dikes making this project happening. And until this is done, we cannot sluice, so all hands on deck, all hands on deck.
So all I want to do right now is sluice, sluice, sluice. If we don't sluice, we don't make no money.
Tony loads rock trucks with old tailings.
Keep coming, keep coming.
hard left.
Monica directs the trucks to dump at one end of the dike. Then Kevin pushes the piles flat and packs them down with the weight of the D10 dozer.
Do one quick push, boom, and then I get out of the way. Repeat.
We're going to lose a whole week to fix up the dikes. It'll be an easy $1/2 to $750,000 down the tube, just like that. Gone. The one thing is for sure, if we don't sluice now, we won't get our goal now, will we?
Overall, it's been a pretty good season. You know, it's been tough for sure, but we're finding good gold and we're making money, and that's the important part.
26-year-old Parker Schnabel is on track to break records this year and expand his gold mining empire.
We've got a lot of options on other ground, both here in the Klondike and in Alaska. You know, the biggest factor for making a decision on those is where we're at money-wise at the end of the season.
With only weeks left in the season, he's going all out, with both his wash plants running 24/7 in the 26-acre airstrip cut.
This season, we're just going through area like crazy. Gold prices are good. The best way to maximize this season is to open up an extension on the airstrip cut that we're doing right now. I don't know how happy the guys are going to be about this, but we're on a roll, and we should try to keep that going. How's it going?
Good, you?
Not too bad. Yeah, so I know it's a little late in the season, but we can get another piece opened up and extend the cut further downstream another 500-600 feet. We've got good gold prices, and we need gold coming out of the ground.
This is gonna add a couple more weeks of work, man. Like, I don't know if we'll be able to beat the weather doing this. My only concern is that the snow is probably gonna be coming in pretty soon.
You should be able to get something opened up.
To open this ground up is a big challenge for me.
I know it's gonna not be fun this time of year, but it's gotta get done.
Parker wants to mine another 600-foot cut, half as much again as they've mined so far on the airstrip. It will take 500 truckloads of worthless overburden to get down to gold-rich pay. This late in the season, that's a huge extra workload for co-foreman Brennan Ruo in the 700 and operator JM in the 460.
There's a lot of extra pressure on my shoulders, but you know, I'm not the boss here, and he's the one calling the shots on that, and we're just gonna have to get it done. At the end of the day, I have one job to do, is just to find as much gold as we possibly can.
The plant keeps changing around here every day, so it's like I can't keep up. I'm getting tired. We get hope in a lot of ground, but all I can do is my best.
While Brennan and JM strip overburden on the new extension, Parker checks the section of the airstrip cut they've already mined.
What the?
Parker's discovered a rookie error. They've left gold-bearing river rock behind.
Howdy.
I shouldn't have to walk your floor.
What's up, buddy?
I thought everybody knew how to dig pay, but there are round rock everywhere. Like, I shouldn't have to walk the floor and find like yards of rock.
I have hardly dug any of this.
I don't care. You in charge or are you not in charge?
Well, Mitch was in charge.
Mitch ain't here.
Yeah, well.
There's quite a bit missed. Whoever took the last strip in the back, I don't give a who it is, and neither should you, but it needs to get cleaned up.
I understand that, but I haven't even dug half this hay here. I've been in the back doing overburden.
I don't know if guys are in a rush to go home or whatever, but if anybody wants to go home, they can go home right now. Like, that's not a reason to rush through any cuts or do anything sloppy or whatever is going on. We've done this racket for 8 years now. I shouldn't have to walk our floors.
But there's no need to come here and be a about it. So over this whole man. I'll pack my and leave right now. I don't give a about any of this. I'm pissed. I want to pack my and leave right now.
At Indian River, co-foreman Brennan Ruo is reaching a breaking point after his boss Parker Schnabel called him out for leaving pay dirt behind in the cut.
Over this horse. I'm trying to do a million things and keep my head in check. Blood is boiling, man.
When Brennan joined the crew 5 years ago, he'd never mined gold before.
Can't wait to see the little yellow flakes on the sluice box.
Through his hard work, he gained Parker's trust
That's awesome.
and worked his way up to the rank of co-foreman.
What I'd really like to do is for you guys to share the role.
I'll definitely step up.
But now, the pressure at the end of their most grueling season ever has pushed him to the brink.
One little thing, and then I'm the one that has to take the heat for it.
Hey, Junior. Come here, boy.
I'm just sick of being treated like that. Like, it's just a nightmare. I mean, when's enough around here?
Yeah. In the 10 years I've been here, I've noticed that he pushes a little bit more at this point. And sometimes it creates more damage than good.
He forgets that a lot of us are 3,000 miles away from home. That's the tough part.
It's really hard on everyone to maintain a good morale.
Yeah, we've put in a lot of work this year, being up here late, getting tired.
Just consider the crew. We've got a good crew.
No, we got a good team, man, a really good team. We say it all year long.
Yeah.
Everybody knows their stuff and gets it done. And
So no matter how hard it gets, come hell or high water, push through.
yeah, all right. So why don't we finish on a good note, happy, then come here and go full tilt in the spring.
What can you say? You know, it happens every year.
All right, Pops,
Okay,
well, thanks
Junior.
a lot, appreciate it.
Yeah, you hang in there.
Yeah, you too.
Technically, I shouldn't even be here right now. Normally, we're gone this time of year. But thankfully, we haven't been frozen out yet because we've still got a couple 100 ounces to go yet. And I'm more determined this season than ever to make sure that we get there.
Rick Ness is mining on borrowed time
What the boss want?
Meetings are never good.
and still only 3/4 of the way to hitting his 1,000-ounce season goal.
I just wanted to address the gigantic elephant in the room, and that is if we don't hit 1,000 ounces this year, we're not coming back. It just is what it is. We're hitting 1,000 ounces, right? Yeah.
With his mining career on the line, Rick knows he needs to make a big move to hit his target.
The creek cut has been really reliable for us, but I just don't know if that's going to get us there. What if the weather closes on us like a trap and we're not across the finish line yet? Like, I can't handle that for another year. We've got to do something. I've got a bit of a hunch. I really think that, you know, some of our best gold could be around that lazy bend in that river there.
You're gonna go into that lazy bend. We're not gonna keep doing the creek cut.
I know the creek cut's been reliable, but is it good enough to get there? It's time to swing away, man. Like, we got to go after something bigger.
Water flows slower round the inside or lazy bend of a river. The slower water allows more gold to settle, and over thousands of years creates a richer deposit than anywhere else on the creek.
We came up here for redemption, right? And we're so close. Go after it, man. I'm done playing it safe.
You're the expert here. I'll follow your lead, buddy.
I'm game.
I'm game.
Let's go deal with this weather and get after it.
Hurt the dirt.
Do it.
Hurt the dirt! Hopefully I can get the machine in here without burying it.
Rick opens up the spot he believes was once the inside bend in the course of the creek.
I've run the numbers, and there's just no way we're gonna get to 1,000 ounces at the pace we're going. We need the bang for our buck right now. So we gotta go after the best of the best.
I hope this pays off. It just makes me nervous when you're taking a chance like that, run the risk of maybe we don't even hit our goals. Hopefully this hunch is right.
Yeah, it's Rick's call, but I think there's a time and place to go fast and take chances, and it's not this year. It's just not the season for that.
All right, so far so good. Cruzy and Carla and probably everybody here is not too sure about my hunch here, but in this case, they're gonna be wrong. I'm gonna prove them wrong this year. You, Gravel, where are you? Don't have all day.
Come on.
Yeah! Yeah, look at that.
5 hours in, Rick hits the first pay gravels.
Oh, that's good stuff. It's good stuff.
Rick, you got a copy, Rick.
Yeah, just stay right there, Cruzy. Let me get some more. If I get 10 trucks out of here, that's 200 yards. That's all I really need. About 2 hours to run that through the wash plant. That should give me a pretty good test of what I got in here.
Rick will run a 200-yard test to find out if this pay is rich enough to save his season.
You're all loaded up there, buddy.
All right, here we go. First load of pay dirt.
There it goes.
It's go time.
Here we go, first load.
Jamming, killing it.
Historically, the lazy bend in a river should be where all the gold is. Kind of putting all my eggs in this basket, but I really think it's going to pay off.
After running for 2 hours,
Just shut her down.
the crew shuts down to check the sluices.
What do you think?
It looks really good. It looks better than our last cleanup.
Yeah, that looks good. I'll take that.
Oh my. Look at this, just sitting in this loop.
Dude, I can't believe that, dude. Wow, look at. That's the heaviest nugget I've ever felt. People search their whole life for this type of material.
A big smile on your face.
No, you don't even know. You don't even, this is like, what dreams are made of? What? I know.
Holy.
Yeah.
Christmas came early.
That's like an ounce right there. That's a beauty. Like, that's worth some serious money. If that's an ounce, probably be $4 grand right there. So as far as I know, that's bigger than anything Parker or Tony has pulled out of the ground.
Rick's move to Keno last season was all in the hope of finding giant nuggets. 2 years of hard work and determination have finally paid off. And if the Lazy Ben continues to deliver, his season goal could be in reach.
Well, I'm really hoping this is going to be the biggest cleanup of the year, and if that guy has anything to say about it, I think it might be.
The sooner we get this done, the sooner we can get back to sluicing.
At Paradise Hill, Tony Beets has stopped all sluicing of uppercut pay dirt.
Our water going out of our settling ponds was too dirty, which of course means we got to build up the dikes.
Muddy water running from the settling ponds into the creek has forced a total shutdown until Kevin and the crew raise the dikes.
I am running the D10N, pushing down the piles that Monica is directing on the dike.
If we don't build the dikes up, we are basically out of business.
They still need around 500 trucks of material to finish the job.
And all that takes a lot of time and a lot of money.
Whoa, what the was that? Whoa!
Hey, dig that thing out, see what they got. Great big chunks of wood. All kinds of crap here. What the is that sticking out down there? Back the rock click up a little bit more, please. Let's see if we can get behind this thing and pull it out. There's a couple pieces there. Yeah, there's another chunk. Kevin the E-Gobby, Kevin the E-Gobby.
Go for Kevin, go for Kevin.
Hey Kevin, can you come down below here and have a look at the that I'm finding?
Can do, I'm actually just on my way.
Perfect, come and have a look. It's very, very interesting. Next thing you know, I'll be an archaeologist. What do you call these guys that dig up artifacts? Oh, an archaeologist?
And what did we find? There's something hiding over there.
That's pretty big, huh?
Well, I'll be down. I believe what we are looking at, I'm guessing is steamers, like from a dredge. It's clearly from a dredge.
Wow. They must have redone a dredge down here. It'd be interesting to see where that dredge was sitting while they did that.
From the early 1900s up to 1966, dredges mined the prime pay dirt on Hunker Creek. The ground was so rich that on a good day, they pulled out today's equivalent of over $1 million worth of gold. For Tony to unearth the remnants of the dredge is an incredible chance discovery.
What do you think, Kevin?
Yeah.
You know what's the interesting part of it is?
What?
But it is laying on top of gravel. That means that the dredge was here after they were monitoring the gravel off the hill already.
Yeah.
So they likely went around the gravel. How much virgin ground is underneath it? You ever think about that?
Not till right about now, honestly.
Old-timers sluicing on the hill washed down waste material. Tony's theory? The dredge that mined along the valley went round these tailings. When the dredge was finally abandoned, the remnants lay on top of the ground that could still be rich in gold. If Tony's right, he could be heading for a mammoth payday.
What we should do is we should dig through the gravel and see how much virgin ground there is along the edge here. I have no idea as to how much ground we're talking about, but I know one thing, if it goes up to those trees and it goes somewhere over here, that is 200 feet.
Yeah.
If I'm correct, then there is no other piece on Hunker virgin ground left as big as this. I'm excited about this, to be honest with you.
So the question is, where did the dredge come in? Where did they say it too much? We won't know till we dig, but I'm very curious to see what we get out of here.
While the rest of the crew races to finish the dikes,
Well, you guys made it in, did you?
Tony calls in drilling expert Liam Ferguson.
All right, Tony, we talked about putting 4 holes in. Whereabouts do you think is a good spot for them?
I would just drill a hole over there, Liam.
Yep.
One out in the front down there, and then put one on the flat. I kind of want to see how far in the hill that stuff goes.
Sounds good. We'll come find you when we're done.
Awesome, thanks, man.
No problem.
Okay, man.
All right.
So I'll nicely off, let them do the work, and I'll come back for the results.
Using a vibrating sonic drill that can reach depths of 1,000 feet, Liam will take a series of core samples of the layers of material beneath the surface to discover if the ground beneath is virgin and rich in gold.
There's a lot of potential here for Tony to find some really good ground. And we'll know pretty quick as soon as we pull the core out if it's virgin ground or not. All right, so that's our bedrock there. That looks pretty good. On top of the bedrock, we got like 9 foot of like a silty river gravel. That looks like virgin ground to me. So based on everything we've seen, it definitely looks like it could be virgin ground. It looks to me like the theory of the dredge going around the tailings pile, it seems to add up. Now the next thing to do is just to wash it and find out how much gold's in it.
There's still a lot of work to do here, so we got to just put the hammer down to get it done.
Parker has put co-foreman Brennan Ruo under the gun to strip a 600-foot extension to the airstrip cut. After 3 days, he's still not down to pay dirt.
Parker's got some big pressure on all of us out here to get this ground ready. I'm just angry still. It isn't the first time he's been miserable like that. There's no need for it, and that's what I'm getting tired of. Yeah, me on here.
Yeah, copy.
Hey, buddy. We're gonna have to go take a smooth bucket and a truck and go pick rock out of there wherever it's missed.
Right on. Sounds like a plan, man.
Brennan has tasked JM with cleaning up the section of the airstrip cut where Parker found gold left behind.
I mean, I don't mind. I'm here to work, but it seems like every day I kind of found some new problem and new challenge to deal with.
The two wash plants, Slucifer and Big Red, are running a combined 420 yards of airstrip cut pay dirt an hour. Brennan, in the D10, strips overburden to open up the new extension.
Now we're in a bit of a bad panic to get as far back as we can. Howdy.
How are you doing?
Good, you?
I'm all right. I wanted to explain a little more my little blow up in the cut. I apologize because I shouldn't do it that way. Brennan, since you've shown up here, like, you've come so far and you've been doing a great job. Honestly, you have.
Right.
And I know you've got a lot on your plate, but we still have to make sure that we are following the basics, and that's where I'm coming from.
Right.
Does that make sense?
Yep, fair. Thank you, appreciate it.
No sweat. Thanks, Brennan.
Yeah, no worries, for sure. Thanks a lot. I definitely was taken back a little bit with Parker. I do really respect him coming to apologize in a sincere way, you know, so I'm happy. I want to get this ground opened up and sluiced. I want to try and conquer this season for Parker and hopefully also put some money in the bank for some new ground for us.
We're trying to hurry everything so we're not behind schedule for once.
Brennan has hit permafrost, dirt and gravel frozen solid since the last ice age.
That's the last thing I need is break a ripper shank, and I have to explain that one to Parker. This sand is like granite trying to get through it. I mean, like, look how hard this stuff is. It just slows the cat right down and lifting my tracks right off the ground. JM, me on here, JM.
Yeah, go ahead.
Man, this is nothing but a fight out here in the tent trying to rip this frozen gravel. I don't know how I'm gonna get through this in time.
That's not good news, man. I mean,
sakes, man, this is gonna take forever going at this pace. This is what slows us down. It's just brutal.
At Indian River, Brennan is tasked with extending the cut. But permafrost is slowing him down so much, he may never get down to pay dirt before the end of the season.
It's like ripping granite here. So I just heard a loud snap. I thought I broke the tooth right off the ripper. Damn frost. This pisses me off.
Brendan hit permafrost, man. That's gonna slow him down.
This gravel's just brutal on this poor cat. I didn't expect to run into this much of this. We're gonna have to put 50 rips in it to get down to pay. It's not gonna be good.
This thing sounds wicked.
Like a kid with a new toy.
Oh, yeah. I never thought we'd have one of these.
But over at the yard, Parker has a surprise in store.
Sick!
A monster D11 dozer, ordered for next season, has arrived ahead of time.
And we bought it off Craigslist, basically, which is pretty funny. It's got all the goods. I think this is about a 50-yard blade. This is a chromium carbide overlay, so it's like really strong armored blade. Where the 10s will rip like a 3-foot rip, this thing will do 6. I don't know much about engines, but it's a big engine.
The D11 is the biggest machine Parker's ever owned.
Hi, Brennan.
Look at that big thing.
Right?
Holy man, unreal.
Yeah.
Nice work.
With 850 horsepower, it's 60% more powerful than Brennan's D10. At 250,000 pounds, it's almost twice the weight, and the blade can move double the dirt.
This thing's huge, man.
Yeah.
Unreal. I get to run it?
Oh, yeah.
Sweet.
I figured you could use the help down here. When you're ripping, just that extra weight really makes a huge difference.
Yeah. Wicked. Thanks, buddy.
Have fun with her.
You bet. This is the answer, like, if this isn't gonna move mountains quickly, I don't know what will. This is just next level. I mean, I'm excited. I've got to run an 11 one time in my life, and this is time number 2 where we need it the most. So I can't wait to get in and fire it up. Oh, yeah. That's the ticket. Is this thing sweet? I mean, look at the chunks I'm blowing out of there compared to the 10. I can't believe the pieces it's pulling apart here. JM, you on here, JM? Buddy, I think we just found the ticket to getting through this frozen ground.
Oh yeah, I can see it. Look at the size of that dozer, man.
Half the time, half the rips means more efficiency and more gold in the box, a hell of a lot faster. Absolutely beautiful.
We're still quite a ways away from our 1,000-ounce goal. The gold's been steady, but we're gonna have to make every day count.
At Duncan Creek, Rick and his crew start a new shift, sluicing the Lazy Bend pay dirt that has already produced a 1.5-ounce nugget.
Yeah, this stuff's far too big. There's obviously a problem going on here, far too big.
But at the wash plant, operator Mark Doverspike has discovered a problem.
We can't have rocks go down there because it'll just destroy it.
The sluice runs are full of rocks.
So this is the kind of material we've had come down through our shaker deck now. That's far too big to be going through our riffles, so they're gonna be destroyed if we keep that up. We've got holes in the screen now, the screen deck.
Oh, buddy. This thing is...
This is bad.
I think there's a big hole in the punch plate. That one spot took all the wear.
The hole in the plate is letting big rocks fall through that could destroy the riffles in the sluice box below.
It's not the same as just blowing out a screen. I mean, this plant doesn't run screens. It runs one solid piece of punch plate. It's not like we just pop that piece out and replace it. The only thing we can do is try and cover it up.
Rick's wash plant uses a sheet of perforated 1/2-inch thick steel to screen out rocks. With no time to get a new plate fabricated, the only option is to patch up the hole and try to limp the plant to the end of the season.
Yeah, it's not good news this morning. There's a big old hole in the top deck of our plant, and it's not the time of year for that. Gotta get the thing welded up quick and hopefully get back in action.
Potentially, this could mean, you know, inwards of 20 ounces that we lose today. We're in a race to meet our goal, right? We gotta make this happen. We gotta make this quick.
With mechanic Carl Rosk home, recovering from back surgery, it's up to Ben Belli to fix the plant.
We got a big hole up in the top screen, so I gotta find a truck of steel here that I don't have to cut, I can use. So we can get this up and running here right away. That'll actually do. Not too much work to it, so we can get using. Well, just gonna get this done here right away, so I get this plant up and running. It's gonna be a quick fix, but it's at the end of the season, so we're just doing patch jobs right now.
He's gonna do it quick and dirty, so hopefully it won't take very long.
So yeah, this is, we got a big hole here. Hopefully this patch job will hold. I can't guarantee it because everything's all worn thin here. Let's see if this bush fix is gonna work. Hopefully it will.
We'll lose a little capacity of our deck because we're gonna have to cover up that first foot of screen deck, but at this point, it's better than sitting there and doing nothing.
It's a partial fix. It doesn't look pretty in any way. It's not a thing of beauty, but we'll make it work. Let's fire this back up and get going.
Pretty much ready to fire up.
Yeah, that was quick.
And if you want to run and just kind of watch the punch plate, maybe see if it holds.
Yep, for sure.
All right, I'll get everything rolling.
Sweet. You're gonna get this thing fired up now. It's a quick, dirty fix on that, but that's probably the best that we can hope for at this point. So we're so close to the end of the season, so close to our goal.
With only 2 hours of sluicing lost, the Ness crew is back in business.
So far, so good.
How far did the dreads go in there? We'll find out. There has to be gold in that.
At Paradise Hill, Tony waits for the drill results to find out if he's discovered a chunk of prime virgin Hunker Creek pay dirt.
Well, we got them back at the core shack. Time to wash them and see what's in them.
Drilling specialist Liam Ferguson gets to work analyzing the core samples.
It looks like here you can see the gravels that were washed down, a little bit of white channel, and then right here is right where we start to get back into mud again. That's a pretty good indication of virgin ground. There's a good chance there's gold here, but is there enough?
Keep coming, you'll see me in a second.
Been down at this point a week, so that's long enough.
At Paradise Hill, after moving 40,000 tons of dirt, the Beats crew is in the final push to raise the level of their settling ponds.
Just doing the last couple pushes for the dike now. As soon as we get this finished up, we can fire up the pump, fire up the plant. Off we go.
Park it.
That was a whole week down the tube. We're never going to get back. Anyway, you got to do this so she's all done. Perfect.
Kevin, do you copy?
Kevin, go for Kevin.
Fire up that trommel, please. Fire up the trommel, please. Everything is ready to go. Start things up, guys.
Everybody clear.
Let's get some gold in the bucket.
After losing a week of sluicing, the Beats are back on the gold.
Everything is back up and running. See if we can make up for lost time a little bit. And we may get the 3,000 ounces yet. We'll see.
Tony heads to get the drill results to find out if he's discovered a new strip of Hunker Creek pay dirt that's never been mined.
Hey, Liam, how you doing, man?
Tony, good to see you again.
Oh, there you go. So, how you make out this time?
Well, no, this one was also pretty interesting. All right, so these are the 4 holes we got here.
I was hoping, because we found them dredge pieces down there, there's enough gold there to make it worthwhile to go in there.
For sure.
Right?
Looking at what we got there, that's the first hole we drilled. The one closest to the center of the valley looks like it's gonna be the best one. We found you some money.
Good, good. What does this run, ounce an hour or better, or what does that do?
Yeah, around about an ounce per 100, I think this one will do.
Well, that is good, perfect.
The drill results prove Tony's theory. Under the remnants of the dredge is a strip of prime virgin ground. At an ounce of gold per 100 yards of dirt, it could bank Tony $160,000 a day.
It's really good to know. Anyway, Liam, thanks a lot, man. We'll catch you on the next run, okay? You bet. All right. Those are some damn good results. There's a nice little piggy bank sitting down there. There's nothing wrong with that.
Rick Ness is ready to find out if his gamble on the lazy bend in the river has paid off.
This week, I mean, that hole in that top deck potentially can be way worse than it was. We lost a little capacity in the plant, but overall, we got moving again, right? Yep.
Thanks, buddy. Thanks, man.
Anytime. I know you guys weren't all super excited about that lazy corner of that river, but just so you guys know, it wasn't for nothing. Holy Can you believe that?
How much does that weigh?
That one is 1.54 ounces.
Oh my.
Yeah.
Wow.
As a collectible nugget, it could be worth more than twice its weight.
Holy crap.
No way.
I've never seen anything like this before in my life. This is,
Neither have we, really. None of us have seen
That's huge.
That nugget's cool, but there is more.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah.
That's
what I'm talking about, buddy.
To make the move to the lazy bend worthwhile, Rick needs to beat the average from the creek cut of 60 ounces a week.
Let's see what we got here. We got 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. Yeah, we're going over 70. Yes, we are. Hand it over there, big guy.
Kerplunk.
What do we got here? 71.64 ounces.
Yes.
Yeah, buddy. Uh-huh.
Worth around $136,000. Rick's gamble has paid off.
It's a good week.
It's not bad. It's a pretty good week, boys.
Yeah.
And takes his season total to 825 ounces. Just 175 ounces short of his 1,000-ounce goal.
Overall, another really good week. These are cool, but that right there is what pays the bills, and we're on that. Fine gold, right?
Oh, yeah.
We're on the gold. Let's just keep it up.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah. Thanks, guys.
Doing what we're doing.
Thank you.
Well, I'm learning to trust my gut out here, and went to that lazy bend in the river, cleaned it out, and got good gold. And on top of that, got that bad boy to show for it.
At the end of a tense week, the Schnabel crew gather to weigh up the gold.
So you made it through the frost?
Mm-hmm. Yep. Parker came down to D11 to help that situation out. Makes things a lot easier.
Good. Both plants did really well this week. You guys did a good job keeping them things running.
Oh, why don't you show us some gold then and see what we got?
Want to throw some gold on a scale?
We've moved a lot of dirt to see it.
Last week at Big Red, Brennan fell short, getting less than half rival plant boss Tyson's 209-ounce gold haul.
Incoming.
Ooh, that's a big pan.
Yeah.
We're starting to use big pans now.
Holy
This time, Brennan's determined to beat him.
Ready?
Yeah. 60, 100, 130, 160, 180, 220, 222.15.
Nice.
Holy yeah.
Worth over $420,000.
Good boy. Good boy.
Yeah.
That's awesome, man.
You're lost. That's a nice week.
Yeah, no kidding. You want to see what Lucifer's doing?
See it.
With Slucifer, Tyson has been averaging 171 ounces.
Brennan might have to help you count.
40, 80, 100, 110, 190, 195.85.
Oh, yeah.
Worth more than $370,000.
I gotta see you after.
Well done. Well done.
400 ounce week?
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with a 400 ounce week.
418 ounces.
A combined total of $790,000. And bringing their season total to over 6,800 ounces.
Last year was 72-23.
Just 400 ounces short of last year's total. Parker is on track to bank a war chest to finance new ground for next season.
You know, if you can keep them running, we'll have a really good year.
Well, Chris, we hate to weigh and run, but
Weigh and run?
all
Okay.
got stuff to do.
Thanks, dude. You bet.
Thanks, guys. Good work out there.
Outstanding. Keep it up.
See you do it.
Make us rich.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Have fun cleaning that up?
Yep.
I'm happy. Everything's starting to come together here towards the end of the season, and as long as gold keeps coming in and we're conquering our ground, that's all that matters.
I want to hit it big. I want to be a huge success.
On the next Gold Rush,
Looking for new ground this late in the season, it's not ideal. It's a little crazy.
Rick Ness aims for the sky.
That's the spot right there. It's definitely never been touched.
This is just another problem that we don't need.
This ain't going on there.
No.
Now I'm pissed off.
Parker Schnabel's final push grinds to a halt.
Piece of
We're gonna keep pushing until something tells me we can't run anymore.
And Fred Lewis's dream could be over.
This thing is a hunk of junk.
If it breaks down one more time, I think we should just go ahead on and call it quits.